Hello crows and non-crows alike, my name is Joe Mac, otherwise known as SupportCrow, and today we're celebrating October by diving headfirst into the dark arts. On Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, and wherever else I could reach to, I asked you, my fellow witches and wizards, how Hogwarts Legacy 2 should expand on the dark arts. How can we make the dark arts better, and maybe even, dare I say it, darker? The answers came in quickly and there was a lot to work with. Let's jump right into it. Number 5. Dark Unsupported Flight. We first see unsupported flight in Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. During this time, the movies didn't have a firm idea of what apparition should look like, and thus ended up with unsupported flight. What was cool about this was that it gave the Wizarding World two distinct styles based on the wizard's or witch's alignment. Those in the Order of the Phoenix dropped down in ribbons of white, while the Death Eaters flew around in clouds of black. According to many of you, plenty would love the opportunity to use their dark magic and use unsupported flight over Hogwarts and perhaps even over London. Number 4. Hexes and Curses. This next bit isn't as dark as evil Poppy would like, but how about we bring some tricks to our Halloween trick-or-treating? I saw the suggestion over on Reddit and I couldn't agree more. Across the Wizarding World spellbook, you'll find a variety of jinxes, hexes, and some more benign curses. Relatively benign anyway. You have spells like the Bat Bogey Hex and the Jelly Legs Jinx. But if you really want to spoil someone's afternoon, why not hit them with a slug vomiting curse?
Eat slugs!
Let's take him to Hagrid.
It's disgusting.
You may not demolish buildings or disintegrate poachers with these kinds of spells, but there's something cathartic about turning someone's head into a pumpkin.
Come on, change the lock on. Oh, goodness. No.
Number 3. Fiend Fire. All-consuming and nearly impossible to control, these dark fires will lash out and disintegrate anything in its path. The flames take the form of great beasts and will actively hunt other living beings. In Deathly Hallows Part 2, Goyle casts Fiend Fire in an attempt to kill Harry, Ron, and Hermione. What Goyle didn't know, or perhaps was too arrogant to consider, was that only extremely powerful wizards have any hope to control Fiend Fire. As such, this leads to many a foolish wizard and witch to their demise. So, use with caution. Number 2. Control Inferi. You can't have a dark arts discussion without the inclusion of Inferi. It is known in the Harry Potter canon that Voldemort created an army's worth of Inferi, created from the poor Muggle souls that were lured to a cursed cave. Inferi are difficult to create and, like Fiendfire, are extremely difficult to control. Inferi played a large part in Hogwarts Legacy. They spawned in a lot of locations, were a part of Sebastian's quest, and there's a type of dark wizard that can summon Inferi straight from the ground. Your pleas are loud and clear. Hogwarts Legacy fans want the option to summon and command Inferi to target their enemies. But what are you willing to sacrifice to gain this power? Number 1. Build an army. This suggestion has to be my favorite. Across the Wizarding World franchise, the theme has always been about the forces of good and evil, gathering their allies and clashing against each other. Be it Team Scamander or Team Grindelwald, the Order of the Phoenix or the Death Eaters, Dumbledore's army or the Inquisitorial Squad, and even Ranrock's rebellion against Hogwarts. In terms of gameplay, there's already some good examples provided to us by Assassin's Creed, be it hiring crew members for your ship in Black Flag, adding muscle to your gang in Syndicate, or recruiting assassin initiates in Brotherhood or Revelations. You could argue that most of Assassin's Creed is gathering your resources and allies to overcome a certain goal. Wouldn't it be cool if you could roam around London, gathering allies to build your own army and even train them, upgrade them, to be more effective? But how does being a dark wizard or witch fit into this? Well, when you upgrade or train these members of your gang, what if you can teach them the spells you know? Teach them the tactics that lighter wizards and witches would turn away from. I think it would be really cool if this was a feature. In Hogwarts Legacy, we get to customize and grow the Room of Requirement. So how about in the sequel, we customize and grow our own version of Dumbledore's army? Or perhaps something a bit more sinister. I hope your ideas made it onto the list. If not, maybe you'll hear them in part 2. If you have any ideas about how to improve the dark arts, feel free to drop those ideas down in the comments. Who knows, maybe I'll make a part 3. But until then, be safe, be well, be kind. Bye-bye.